Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and we're going to look at another game for the NEO GEO arcade cabinet. And this one was created by SNK in 1995, right in the middle of the major versus fighting craze. And this is another versus fighter, and this one is called Savage Rain. And this one's, I like the looks of it. The presentation is fantastic. The characters are cool looking. Their dynamics, their movements, it's all really cool. It takes quite a while to understand a lot of the basics of this game. It introduces a kind of cool background interaction, kind of like Fatal Fury's 2 or 3 planes, like in Fatal Fury 3. But the main character of the game is named Hayate, and he has a giant boomerang. Each character has their own weapon they can use, and they can throw it at the opponent. The background interaction I was talking about is you jumping into the background and often like hanging from something, and you can throw things from there at your opponent or knock things down onto your opponent. Really quite cool. But this is also known as Fun Moku Shiroku or Kakuto Sosei. Fun, I thought, meant poop in Japanese. Maybe it's just spelled a little differently. But at any rate, there are some really colorful characters in this game. This was suggested by YouTube user Commander QUUHOD, who I guess now goes by just QUUHOD. But it's kind of fun. It's worth picking up. We'll get started in just a moment. I'm going to pick Hayate. But yeah, you can throw your weapon. B and C throws the weapon from, like, when you go to the secondary plane. And C just swings your weapon. And you use all the buttons, A, B, C, and D. There are special moves for each character. There are desperation moves when they run out, or almost run out of life, when it's red. Just like in a lot of other games at the time. And you throw with the C button when you get close to the enemy and push towards them or away from them. But the characters are, there's Hayate with the boomerang, there's Eagle, who is an American wrestler, there's Gozu and Mezu, who are ninja brothers. They control fire and ice. There's a fat cop named Gordon, and he will be my first opponent. There's a girl from France named Carol with a rubber ball. Kid named Nicola, I guess it's a boy from the future, or he's like a scientific genius or something. And there's Joker, who's a clown, Chung, who's an old man, and the character King Lion is a real badass, and then the final boss is King Leo. But you see I jumped to the opposite plane in the background, and you can often kick objects down to your opponent, and you can jump from that plane down to attack your opponent. Or you can even throw your weapon from the background down to your opponent, which is cool. There, I threw my boomerang, and he's in the background. But Hayate's moves are, there's like back, down, forward, and C. And then there's down, back, and A or B. Oftentimes, if you press a different button with your special move, big fat butt sticking out of his pants, gross, your attack will be stronger. And yeah, King Lion is a bad guy that everybody in this game seems to hate. Now I gotta face my doppelganger, Hayate. This is pretty cool, but boy, is there a lot to learn in this game. Especially dealing with the backgrounds, but the presentation is lovely. I love the graphics, the character designs, the character movements. It's great. But later on, we're going to look at Later on, we're going to look at the special move, or it's called Super Fury, and that's the Desperation Move of Hayate, but that's later on.
Round 2, fight.
After I beat, I think, like 3 guys, and let my game end, then I put on invincibility. I just wanted to beat the rest of the characters and beat the game. But yeah, to jump to the background, you can press like B and C or D, I think. And again, you can knock objects down, oftentimes down onto your enemy, or throw your weapon from up there down at your enemy. Or you can throw your weapon from below up at your enemy. His boomerang spins in place. It's really some neat ideas in this game. You can get a perfect, and you'll get like a 10,000 point bonus. And here is Eagle, the American wrestler. And I think he has like an axe or something as his weapon. But he is tough. He can be tough, at least. He has really long limbs, and he's big, kind of like Hayate. And the background plane that he jumps to is the rafters, and he hangs from them, and he can kick like lights down at you. And you can both be on that same plane at the same time, hanging from above. Just really kind of a cool idea. I don't recall if I'd seen this one in the arcades. I would have definitely played it. It's a fun game. Like I said, it takes a lot to quite understand all the nuances of how to get to the background, how to attack from the background. Shoot, that was close. But yeah, you can use the Super Fury move when your energy is low enough, when it's red and flashing like that. But if you tap the A or B button, that's a light punch or a light kick. If you press it a little longer, it makes a stronger punch or a stronger kick. If you press A, B, and C together, you will do a heavy throw with your weapon, but it will take longer to wind up. Relying a lot on your special moves is in my opinion, a good idea, as long as you learn to execute them at the right times. I wish I was able to show you all of the Super Fury moves for each of the characters, but I couldn't make them all work, so you'll have to figure them out on your own. And now we're going to face Gozu. Like I said, Gozu and Mezu are ninja brothers. Gozu controls or has fire power, the power of fire, and Mezu has the power of ice. And they both have talon blades. Oftentimes in this game, when you try to grab the opponent and throw him, the opponent gets the upper hand and they get to throw you. It doesn't seem very fair. Crap. Some bitch.
Round 2.
I really like the graphics and the presentation of this game. It's very cool. The NEO GEO had a ton of versus fighting games, and this is definitely one of the better ones, I think. There were some crappy ones. Generally, there were a lot of good ones, and this was definitely one of the ones you should seek out, in my opinion. But the final boss is King Leo. The second to last, or one of the fighters is King Lion. Yeah, he beat me. Crap. Here, when you have to put in your initials, you have to do it super damn fast. You don't have jack for time to put in your initials. That sucks. You have to hold down left or right to zoom through the letters, to cycle through them real quick. I declined continuing here, but we will look at the later guys that you will face. The old man is funny. Chung, he can turn you into a chicken with magic. And here is the bonus stage. There are 2 of them, and they're cool, but you have to learn how to jump to the background, because you will have to destroy these weights that drop down. Destroy 10 of them, and you get a 50,000 point bonus. Very nice. There will be another one later on. And now we face Joker. Joker is funny. He throws playing cards at you, and he has like a giant hammer. His face is rubbery. He's very funny. He has like a giant Jack-in-the-Box. But yeah, at this point I put on that invincibility. I just wanted to show you the characters and their levels, how they interact with the background and stuff. Some of the background planes have something that can hurt you, and you have to get out of there in time before it hurts you. Well, now we're going to look at Carol. She's a French girl with a big rubber ball that she chucks at you.
Versus Carol.
But the characters are just funny in this. I love it. Here is one of those areas where you can be in the background and something can hurt you. And that's like a car that drives by on that rail. Or maybe it's a roller coaster cart or something. Yeah, right there. So you need to not be in the way or you'll get hurt. And the opponent can get hurt too. She has some ridiculous moves she can do with her ball. But again, you and they can throw weapons when on opposite planes. And yes, there's Dizzy's. And now let's look at Nicola. And I think it's supposed to be a boy. A boy named Nicola? Okay. But he's like a genius child, and he's got his own laboratory. It's perfected this special shield. Chuck his shield at you, and here's another area where you don't want to stand on that little bridge thing when it says danger, because it's about to open up and you'll fall down and get hurt, I think. But yeah, I just wanted you to at least see, there it goes. I wanted you to at least see like the moves of the characters and stuff, how they interact with the background. And now we're going to look at Mezu, Gozu's brother. And Mezu controls ice. Just an interesting game. Definitely worth picking up. Like I said, I don't recall seeing this in the arcades, but I would have definitely give it a shot. Yeah, he's shooting ice and making icicles fall, and he can hurt himself with the icicles he's making fall. Interesting moves that the characters can make. This is the second bonus stage, and now this has porcelain cat statues that you break as well. If you're not quick enough, the obstacles or whatever will fly back up. You want to try to get it perfect so you can get that nice big 5 or 50,000 point bonus. Now we're going to face Chung, the old man. And like I was saying, he has magic and he can turn you into a chicken for like a few seconds. It's funny. And yeah, I knocked down a lantern on him from the background plane. Just kind of a cool idea, cool mechanics in this game, but it takes quite a while to learn how to do them, or learn how to do these moves that interact with the background. That's the old man Chung, and now let's look at King Lion. And King Lion is not the last enemy in the game, or the last opponent. After you beat King Lion here, you will face King Leo, and there is no background to retreat to. He's got a lot of really tough moves. He's got a nice combo that he peppers you with if he gets close. But yeah, you cannot interact with the background on this or King Leo's stage. We'll see Hayate's Super Fury move in just a moment. Yeah, this guy's a real pain in the ass. Let me just advance past him real quick here. We'll face King Leo in just a moment. There was a sequel to this called KIZUNA ENCOUNTER. And it was more like a King of Fighters in which you select multiple players for a team.
He's just a shadow. You will know who's the strongest.
And now we face King Leo. Yeah, it was on him that I used the, I put on, use this Super Fury move at any time. And we'll do it here. pretty awesome. Takes off more than a third of the opponent's energy, and I did it 3 times in a row. Good luck on being able to do that often. Look at all those points, holy crap. Yeah, this guy has a lot of the same moves of King Lion. I'm just gonna skip forward in a second. We'll see the ending of the game here. That bastard. Oh yeah, I have to put in my initials super frickin' fast. I didn't get him in time here. Screw it. RSA. That's just crap that you don't get nearly enough time to put in your initials. The endings are kind of stupid, or at least this one sort of is. But that's Savage Rain by SNK in 1995, also known as Fun Moku Shiroku and Kakuto Sosei. But yeah, I thought Fun meant poop in Japanese. Like a Kuso. And Hayate has his own school, I guess, and he's leaving them. No credits. Well, that was Savage Rain by SNK in 1995, suggested by YouTube user QUUHOD. This is Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Savage Rain by SNK in 1995 for the NEO GEO cabinet. I'll catch you later in the future with another video. Y'all have a good one, everybody, and I'll see you later. Take it easy. Bye-bye.